Joseph Ngata making a name for himself. Josh Jobe making a name for himself. Smitty returns back to practice. Nakobe Dean returns back to practice, getting his reps. Let's talk about it.
Smitty so cold, y'all.
Hello? Yeah. Alright.
Devin. Alright, guys. I think I gotta go.
Jalen! We love you!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know, I'm gonna let you know that this video was brought to you by Print Champs, big Print Champs in the building. Use code Bully10. Get all your merch. Get it out the way. We got action on Saturday. The Philadelphia Eagles going to be up in Baltimore. We're going to get a look at some of these rookies and just some of these guys that's trying to make this roster. Now, tonight at midnight, I got another single coming out, gearing up for the release of this project I've been working on all summer. God Bless Who Hatin'. It's coming out real soon, but tonight we're gonna drop Her Body His Wallet 2 on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do with that. Run it up as well. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So we had a bit of a it's just a light practice today, you know what I mean? The 10th training camp for the Birds. I think after this it'll be a walkthrough of something of that nature. We're gearing up towards preseason, you know what I mean? We're going to see what the game plan is moving forward for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to get a first look at a lot of these guys. But we got some interesting things to talk about this evening or this afternoon. So let's get into these camp notes real quick, and we'll get into everything else that follows. Devontae Smith is back after being excused from practice yesterday. One thing about this Smitty thing, I'm hearing that he went to go to the Henry Ruggs trial. You know, that's his boy from college. An emotional thing, man. I think Henry Ruggs got 3 to 10 years. Unfortunate situation. People lost their lives. People got mixed feelings about that. I'm not here to get into that. But shout out to Smitty for supporting his boy, whether it's good or bad. Nakobe Dean is also off the injury report and should be practicing in full now. That's fire. Nakobe Dean was back with the first team defense after returning from his ankle injury. Nicholas Morrow and Christian Ellis rotated with him. That's really good news for Nakobe Dean. I was starting to get a little worried, but I think Nakobe Dean is one of those guys that needs to start and play about a quarter, you know what I mean, a couple series, you know what I mean, for the defense in his first preseason opener. Joseph Ngata worked with the first team in 7-on-7s, a consistent camp riser. Let's talk about this guy for a second. You know, I kind of see why they compare Joseph Ngata to A.J. Brown. Gets the defensive back to widen his stance, fights off the jam at the stem, and he's just gone. Like, the physicality is just, it's there, man. It's on the tape, man. He could run too, you know what I mean? It wasn't a catch, but I love this one though. Oh my God, I love this play right here. Let's bring this one back real quick, man. I love how he points out the corner blitz, then crosses face to the safety, off to the races. You know what I mean? Not the best breakaway speed, but the IQ was high to diagnose that was a corner blitz. I like what I see, man. Jalen Carter took some time. Jalen Carter took some first team reps in team drills and was able to bat a pass from Jalen Hurts. That's fire, man. You know, when a defensive lineman, an interior guy, can get his hands up in the passing lanes, that really helps your defense. We've been missing a lot of that over the last couple years. Facing pressure, Hurts was able to fire a dart over the middle of the field to Dallas Goedert, who made a strong catch. Fire. Goddard made another big play catching the pass in team drills with Ellis draped over him. Ellis was frustrated after the play. Dallas Goedert makes a lot of contested catches. We saw a lot of that in the Super Bowl last year, but Dallas Goedert, you know, a huge snub off of the top 100 list, if you ask me. Hurts to Brown has been near automatic this summer. Hurts found Brown down the sideline for an over-the-shoulder grab. Hurts then found Oz down the sideline, who made a great grab before going out of bounds. A big throw from Hurts. Brandon Graham showing he still has it. They've been talking about BG, man, a lot. Coming off a career year last year at 35 years old, he beat Tyler Steen quickly off the edge, forcing Marcus Mariota to dump a pass down to DeAndre Swift. Josh Jobe started practice with 3 pass breakups in team drills. Jobe has almost solidified himself as a top backup cornerback. That's fire. A shorter practice today with mostly the backups and depth players seeing action. Starters got some rest in the first preseason game on Saturday. Yeah, we saw starters handle some business, man. Smitty went to visit his man. A.J. Brown got his wisdom teeth pulled. You know what I mean? We're just going through the motions and seeing who's really going to round out and make this roster for the Philadelphia Eagles. I have no doubt in my mind that players will continue to get better. You see the reports. I think Philly Mike even talked about this. You see the reports of Jordan Davis having really, really good reps against dominant offensive linemen like Landon Dickerson. You see the reports of Jalen Carter probably being the best rookie in training camp. And you just see these Georgia guys just showing up any and everywhere they're supposed to show up at. I think Nakobe Dean is getting thrown into the fire, as he should be. As a linebacker, I think his IQ will bring it up to snuff. I think the more game reps a guy like Nakobe Dean gets, the better he's going to be. You've heard about Nolan Smith. Let's be real, man. Camp, for the most part, is over. Now it's just practice. You got to go through cuts now, and then there's going to be practices happening every week. Camp, for the most part, is over. So you know who's going to be around and who's really not going to be around. A lot of guys have made names for themselves. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about Josh Jobe. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about Joseph Ngata. Guys have made names for themselves. Jalen Carter has set high standards for himself, saying that he wants to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? Kenneth Gainwell keeps getting a lot of touches in situational football. A lot of guys have made names for themselves. Now it's time for it to materialize on the field. They're calling Nolan Smith Hassan Reddick 2.0. They calling him Baby Haas. Baby Haas. You know what I mean? These are some of the guys that I want to see week one. Now I'm going to be out of town this weekend. Hopefully I'm going to catch it. But I want to see what we bring to the table this Saturday against, I just want to see how our young guys look. I know what I'm going to get out of the seasoned vets. I don't even want to see them on the field. I don't even want to see none of them guys starting. I don't even want to see no starters suiting up. I want to see rotational guys and young draftees suiting up for this first game. That way we could better gauge and get a better feel of what we're going to be on the football field and where we're going to get this contributions from. Where are we going to get it from? The only starter I might really want to see is probably a Reed Blankenship, things of that nature. But, yeah, man, it's time right now. The walkthrough will be tomorrow. 12 o'clock midnight, Her Body, His Wallet 2. A lot of stuff happening. Kelly Green jerseys flying all over the place. You know the vibes, man.